This video is about library and information centers, concept and role in society, Unit 1, continuation with the previous video, and this video concentrates on information centers. Information centers were set up to cater to their specialized information needs. An information center is defined as an organization that selects, acquires, stores, and retrieves information in response to requests. Prepare abstracts, extracts, indexes of information, and disseminates information in anticipation and response to requests. The information centers are attached to highly specialized research and development, that is R&D organizations. An information center provides various services such as referral service, literature search, translations, bibliographies, abstracting, etc. to its users. Referral services are the services when a user comes and asks for a asks, then the reference librarian or the person who is in charge of that particular section answers. This is called as the reference service. Literature search is mainly for research where the previous literature regarding a particular research is taken for them and is provided to them. The bibliographies are the list of documents or the sources referring to that particular research or subject. Abstracting is abstract of a particular document. There are varied forms of information centers versus information analysis centers, clearing houses, data centers, and data banks. In this module, we are going to concentrate mainly on these four, that is information analysis centers, clearing houses, data centers, data banks. So first of all, let us concentrate on Information Analysis Centers, IAC. Information Analysis Centers collect literature produced in a particular field, evaluate its utility and communicate to the specialists conducting research in directly usable form on request. The center verifies the collected information for its validity, reliability, and accuracy before dissemination. The reports of these analysis centers play an important role in strengthening research, pinpointing gaps in knowledge or shortcomings. Therefore, the information analysis centers collect literature in a particular field. It is not for all the subject. It is not for multidisciplinary. It is for a particular or a specific subject. And the information center evaluates the information whatever they have, and after evaluating they used to communicate to the specialists who are in need of them, and they convert this information into a directly usable form, and on request it will be given to them, and the verification is done before disseminating, before giving to the users. So the major benefits of the information analysis centers are for research and pinpointing the gaps in knowledge or shortcomings of research. So let's see an international example for this information analysis center. The Carbon Dioxide Information Analysis Center is one such example. Here I have given the web address so that you can land up in that particular site and gather a lot of knowledge. And this IAC primarily works for the primary climate change data and IAC of the US Department of Energy. This is their first page of the website. So when you asked for when you asked to write an example for information analysis center, that is international information analysis center, then you can specify this carbon dioxide information analysis center or CDIAC. Okay. And the main functions, the various products what this CDIAC brings are CDIAC newsletter, trends, online, a compendium of data and global change, a handbook of methods for analysis of the various parameters of the carbon dioxide system in seawater, comparison of carbon system parameters and global carbon dioxide survey. So it's not necessary for you to know about the entire thing, but these are the functions what they perform in Carbon Dioxide Information Analysis Center. Another example is DOD-IAC, the United States Department of Defense Information Analysis Center. Now let us look into another example, our national example. The TERI plays a major role. Here I have given the website address, the Energy and Resources Institute TERI. This IAC works mainly on the data on energy to research. Formerly, it was called as Tata Energy Research Institute, and this is their logo and front page of their website. Some other examples for data information analysis centers are CMIE, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. They focus mainly on Indian economy. Its industry analysis service and economy intelligence service are most preferred by economists. Another example is Institute of Defense Studies and Analysis, IDSA. Now, let us learn about clearing houses. Clearing houses are set up either on a cooperative basis or by a national or international agency. They provide a single point of access to information originating from different sources, countries, and languages. They compile bibliographies of particular disciplines and circulate them to the organizations interested in them. A copy of the available document, if requested, is also provided. Therefore, the clearing functions need not be a government agency, and it need not be a national or international agency. Any publication, any publisher or a publication can become a clearing house, whether it can be a cooperative thing or a private or a public enterprise or a public undertaking enterprise also. Discovery service is offered by these clearing houses. Discovery services are one window search where you will land in various documents, various type of formats, and bibliographies are on particular subjects. It's not a multidisciplinary, so specific subjects are only available, and on request you will be provided with the documents. So let us see some of the examples of clearing houses. The first one is the international example. The international example is the Oklahoma state government publications to say Oklahoma Department of Libraries clearing house. Here they provide the state government publications to its citizens, and the website, here I have given the link to the website so that you can browse through that, and this is the front page of their website. The official duties of this clearing center is to collect state publications from every agency, to retain and preserve them, to compile and maintain a permanent record of state publications, to establish a state publications depository library system, to enter into contracts with other libraries within this state, designating them as depository libraries for the Oklahoma Department of Libraries, to distribute copies of state publications to the United States Library of Congress and depository libraries of the Oklahoma Department of Libraries, to prepare and publish official lists of state publications. So it's not necessary for you to know about all the entire thing what I have specified here. Just know about Oklahoma Department of Libraries. They serve for the citizens, where they provide information on the state government publications, and this serves as the international clearing house for their people. Another example, let us see for national level. So our nation is also providing the clearing houses data. The famous one is the Bureau of Indian Standards. Library Services Bureau of Indian Standards. This even in hallmarks, when we buy gold and other things, we used to search for this hallmark, then ISI marks and other things. All these are provided by this Bureau of Indian Standards. And this is our National Clearing House. The technical department of the Bureau is a national clearing house for information on standards and related matters, and meets the needs of industry, trade, government, researchers, and consumers alike. This is their logo, and this is the first the home page of their website. So when you are asked to write an example of national level clearinghouse, then you can specify Bureau of Indian Standards. Now let us learn about data centers. Data centers are the centers which collect, organize and store numerical data pertaining to specific subject field and to answer specific queries. They collect information in anticipation of future requirements of its users. So they don't provide any other data, but they provide only numerical data, and they are very specific. They won't serve for multidisciplinary subjects, and they answer to specific queries because they are offering service only for specific subjects, and they anticipate the queries and answer to the specialists. Now let us look into an example, international example for clearinghouse. The National Space Science Data Center of NASA acts as an international clearinghouse center. Here I have given the web address and the website and the home page of the website, and this is their logo. The Astronomical Data Center of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, expansion for NASA, that is National Aeronautics and Space Administration, publishes astronomical data, catalogs and journal tables, the computer readable data sets, and develop new methods, tools and techniques, and it is prepared by this agency and are used by the specialists, and this is their main function. At international level, NSSDC coordinates with other data centers and exchange data. Now let us look into the national level examples. In India, we have got many clearing houses. The famous ones are CSIR, ICMR, ICAR, ISRO, and DRDO. CSIR is nothing but the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, where they concentrate more on science and technology. And ICMR is Indian Council of Medical Research. During this COVID period, they are playing a vital role. And ICAR is the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, where they concentrate mainly on agriculture. ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, and DRDO, our Defense Research and Development Organization. Apart from that, we have got many organizations also which offer data clearinghouse service. Now let us concentrate on data banks. The next concept. Data banks are usually concerned with the broader subject field. They extract and process raw data from the collected data sources and relevant literature. They keep these structured files ready to provide right answers to users' queries. So they concentrate on multidisciplinary subject. They are not very specific. They collect raw data, they process the raw data and provide the right answers to the right queries. Now let us see an example. When you browse through the internet, you can get a lot of data bank example. One such example is the protein data bank example. Here this is their web page and this is their logo. In the previous module and in this module, we have studied a lot about what is a library, that is the definition of a library, function, purpose, all such things we have studied, and the various information centers like IAC, Information Analysis Center, clearing houses, data centers, and then data banks we have studied. Now let us know about the difference between a library and an information centers. So libraries provide macro level documents. They are not very specific. They provide the entire document, only the documents. And they serve for different users, not the specialists. And they lend documents depending upon the type of the library. If it is a special library, then more periodicals you will receive, periodical publications you will receive. But if it is a college library, you will receive more books. and they serve both for internal and external users. That is, if you are not a member of that college, if you are not studying in that college, but if you want to learn from that particular college, then you just become a member so that you can avail the service. So if you want to lend a book, then automatically they will give you that particular book. But regarding information center, it's entirely different. They provide micro level document, they used to provide the specific answers, and they used to do the analysis also. But when you go to the library, automatically when you require information, they will provide you the book or the periodical. But here the specific document they used to provide, and they serve only for the specialists, not the different users, and they lend the documents only to the specialists, that is to the researchers or the academicians or the high profile people who are working in that, and accessing is also very restricted. So this we have learned about the various information centers, the four types: information analysis centers, clearing houses, data banks, data centers, and the difference between a library and information centers. So let us learn about the other concepts in the forthcoming videos. Thank you.